Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video. Today here, Saturday, 27th of August. Quite an interesting Saturday, to be honest. A little bit less quiet than the last few. Normally on a Saturday it is quiet. I mean, today it wasn't too much of movement going on, but at least we've seen some developments, and certainly one of the more interesting days in the last week, considering that we were for a very long period in this sideways range with Bitcoin. But because it was so boring, we did start to cover EOS. And with EOS, I think the forecast from the last video was more than spot on. We were up here somewhere, yeah, and we talked about an upcoming correction into the direction of this target range, that the wave 1 was possibly finished here. And so far, this is working out nicely. It was pretty clear. I mean, you never know for sure. But due to the wave structure here, I was rather clear in the last video that this move up is probably finished. The wave count remains unchanged. And let me take the Fips out and we can go through the wave count again for EOS here. By the way, a really strong chart, the way this is looking. But it means that now it's time for a correction. So we can see here from the low, which marked the low of a larger correction, obviously like in the entire crypto market, we can currently assume the low was in here on the 19th of 19th of June. Again, I would only give it a 60 to 65% probability because we have not yet seen the completed 3-wave move down. That is always what is then required to increase the probability for the bullish scenario further. We want to see, after a 5-wave move to the upside, we want to see a 3-wave move down. Yeah, and ideally find support in this target range that I have located between $1.05 and $1.38. So from here, you can see we had a wave 1, we had a wave 2, we had a wave 3, a wave 4, and a wave 5. We didn't max out what a wave 1 can do, yeah, but this wave 5 was already extended. So this looked like it was finished. We also saw quite a strong rejection up here, and now we are moving down. Moving down currently in a wave A, I believe. That is how it's looking for me, that this is only a wave A. The wave A could now be complete. If I zoom in, yeah, and here you have either a leading diagonal in the wave A in the wave 1, and then the wave 2 here. This might have been the wave 3. Yeah, maybe one more low in a wave 4. But it could pretty much be done here. Then I would expect a move up in a wave B. These are always rather unpredictable. That means in a wave B, you would look at moving higher correctively, but staying below 194. And we would then expect a move down in a wave C that should then finally come into my target range. It would now be a perfect time to reverse. Of course, I don't know, but it would be a perfect time to reverse without having the wave A being too long, right? Because you have your wave A, and then the wave C is normally at least the same length. The wave C is normally the same length as the wave A, and then depending on how high the wave B comes, the wave C will move accordingly. At the moment, my view is still that we get into this target range. We've got a few levels to look at, and let me just draw the Fips first to make you aware why this target area is there. It is there located between the 50% Fib level and the 78.6% Fib level. As long as we stay above that level, above the 78.6% Fib level at $1.06, as long as that's the case, we can focus on higher, on a bullish scenario here, in that we first complete that correction and then move up. If we go below the 78.6% Fib level, it will already get very, very difficult for the bullish scenario. And if you have an extended wave 5 like this, we often come down in an ABC pattern. In a wave 2, you often come down to the previous wave 4 low. That would be also exactly the 61.8% Fib level at 125. So keep an eye on that 125 level. I think that is a very likely one to come down to in a wave C of a wave 2 before we then can move higher in a wave 3. And that would then take us above the wave 1, possibly into the region of $2.60, $2.50 and so on. Yeah, and that's my update about EOS. So plan unchanged. Yeah, it's working out for now. So for me, the only way to get more bullish now, that means that, for example, the correction is already finished. I can't really confirm that to you unless we now see an impulsive wave to the upside above the wave 1 high at 195. Until then, I have to assume this is just an A, B, C correction. Alright, and that's my update about EOS. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.